Be
You
live?
can hear us.
Oh! Hello.
Hey, welcome to Cleric Talk.
Yes. Your place to be and listen to things that we talk about and stuff.
Well, most of the things we do talk about are dragons
Yeah.
and other RPG type games and art and whatever the hell we feel like talking about.
So we have a couple of stuff to talk about for the introduction.
Yes, we do.
First up, a little bit of information about the Kickstarters that we've been constantly talking about since forever.
Yes.
First off is C4 Labs, the Explorers Pack. We are going to have her come in next week, and I have a promo video. We can't show you guys today, but that's something to look forward to.
Yes.
We also have Collateral Damage. The Kickstarter release date is going to be August 6th. It's going to run for a month. It's a fantastic game. You can check out one of our previous episodes where we sat and played it for a little while.
And we're hoping we get to play it again.
Yes. Look forward to seeing. I love seeing Daniel.
Daniel. We love you, Daniel.
It's always fantastic to have him in the studio with us.
Yes. Always a pleasure.
And then finally, Dungeon Craft. If you guys haven't checked out them, please do so. It's a whole bunch of awesome tiles and stuff to really kind of make your D&D experience better.
Especially if you're a DM.
Yes.
Yes, if you're a DM and you want to enhance your gaming, definitely want.
Beautiful artwork, beautiful everything, and that's it for introductions. What are we doing today, Cindy?
Today, what are we doing today? What are we doing? Well, today of all days, we are doing a couple things. We're going to start with an unboxing.
Yes, we have a cool thing. We
do.
bought. There's a thing we bought.
Yeah, we're gonna do. Let's at least address the fact that we did talk last week that we were gonna do Tumblero, but we couldn't because our good friends at C4 Labs went on tour.
Yeah, she's in Vegas right now. Yeah,
she lives the life I wish I
Well,
could.
we just talked.
She's
in a
punk
van.
rock queen. I love her.
You guys will get to meet her. Next week.
Can't wait to have her.
We're having audio. Bum, 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 bum. Well, in the meantime. You have to tell Twitch. I love you.
Not you, Twitch.
No, Twitch, you're beautiful. You would never.
There's going to be echo in the background. Echo.
The gate has been broken.
It's been compromised.
It has. So we're in an alternate dimension where there's going to be a little bit of echo. Something new. We have a new overlay. I hope it's better than the last one. It's something that's cute and fun. We have an animated GIF it's underneath me. It's here. Did I introduce myself? I'm Michael.
Right there? Wait, under there, right?
Yeah, it's
right
here.
There.
Yeah. It spins.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think did we ever introduce our names?
No, we didn't this time. I'm Cindy Munoz, High Priestess 710.
And I'm Michael Gramling, the Bard Creative. Now that we've done that, let's get back to our regularly scheduled
No one
shenanigans.
cares about that. They want to know about everything else that's going on.
That's fair. That's totally fair. Okay, so seems sorted now. The overlay's nice. Do the wall color.
Thank you guys for the help. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Fritz. I specifically tried to go with an orange and blue kind of combo.
Sorry, we have a puppy in the studio that's getting bigger and stronger.
Yes.
That has now done something.
What is he doing?
He broke the fan. And the fan's clicking, but that's okay.
Thank you,
Ben Kenobi is going on the rescue with his Jedi mind trick.
Save us all. Just turn it off.
You are our only hope, Ben Kenobi.
Yeah. You're our only hope. Cool. Yes. So thank you, Fritz. I specifically chose the color scheme. I think it looks nice. It
Yes.
looks pretty.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's get back to.
Chair. We got to figure out these chair situations.
You need to. You know what I do?
You took that chair from me, and now I feel like my booty just keeps sliding right off.
Well, I don't know what to say about that. You have a slippery booty?
It's smooth.
What pants are you wearing?
I'm
today?
wearing soft pants.
That would explain everything. You know what makes me smile today?
What makes
So I walked into the office and Ben goes, "Hey, did you and Cindy coordinate your outfits today?" And I'm like, "No." And I hope she shows up in a sweatshirt. And lo and behold, today. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
We were at SoccerCon.
Yes.
And there was this lovely young lady from Florida. I can't remember her name. I'm sorry. Maybe I'll put it up on my page later, on my Instagram page. But she made some really cool designs that Josh and I bought. But she's Korean, and she wrote some lovely messages
Yeah.
on the shirt.
Very adult messages.
But apparently this one says...
hello and good morning.
With an F.
With an
and then the side of it, I believe, says "piss off."
Oh yeah.
Which, yeah.
Yeah.
It's my sentiments most of the time.
Every morning, that's how I
like,
wake up.
Ah!
All right.
So yeah. Back to the essentials.
Back to us doing us. Oh, back to the essentials.
Yeah.
So okay. What are we doing today?
Today we are going to be opening up an essentials kit.
Yes.
We brought. I don't know if.
Oh no! Put it back. No. Oh. Are we in there? Are we in there like swimwear? Hello.
Is it in?
It's frozen, but yes.
It's frozen.
Oh, you're frozen. So in any case, Cindy, what is this?
It is a kit of essentials. No, it's actually really cool. I heard about it before it got released. It was they talked about it at the D&D Live 2019 event, the Descent. Mm-hmm. They explained that it was going to be released at Target before it got released to the other gaming stores, which they've held true to that. My copy, I purchased it from Target's website because I went to go get it the first weekend, sold out everywhere. It was done.
They just got the shipment in today. I called them to get that one.
Yeah, see, Ben picked his up yesterday, and he said because I told him. I said, you better look on the website first for availability, and then you call them and double check. Because I learned my lesson. Learn from me, Ben.
You have to, if you call Target, you want to call and ask for the
toy department, right?
No, the video game department, the electronics, because that's apparently where they store them.
Is that where they store them?
In the electronic section. FYI, that is where they are storing them.
Yes. Ask to speak to Mark. From the electronics section. Hello, Mark. I need to hold my kit. So today we're gonna unbox this. We're gonna kind of piece through some of the cool stuff that's in it. So you're the one that has the nails. I see you.
I am missing one, and no, it is not duct tape. It is a Band-Aid.
It looks like duct tape.
Hey, look, they get fixed tomorrow.
It looks like flesh-colored duct tape.
Yeah, I know. Look, when you're a lady and you got tough jobs, sometimes things pop off.
Okay. Well, so front cover, we'll go ahead and show you kind of the back. So it has a bunch of cool stuff in it. You'll find there's a rule book in there that kind of helps you build characters all the way up to level 6. You're going to find it comes with an adventure called Dragon of Icespire Peak, which I like the name of it. The artwork looks really cool. There's a double-sided poster map, a DM screen. That's this doodad right here, which is something that I'm really excited to kind of look at.
Yes.
I have a thing about DM screens.
I was reading the chat.
That's fine.
And Shadzar. Yes. I can agree a little bit with that. D&D. Yeah, D&D Beyond is if you don't have everything unlocked, it really is just a place to go kind of like check the rules for things.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, but if you listen, Mikey's going to tell you something cool about D&D Beyond with the kit.
Yes. So that's towards the end of it. It comes character sheets. It's got an 11 set of dice. Those look really pretty. I'm excited to go through those. It even comes with like item cards, note cards, magic items, etc. that we get to piece through.
Yes, which I actually bought the other day at a GameStop at the Tacoma Gaming Store. I bought these cool. It's like a pack of like sleeves, like to put your cards in.
Yeah.
And it was specifically for D&D. So I bought a pack so that I could put my cards into them and stuff like that to protect them. Because I know there's like the cardboard. It's not like super thick stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why, just FYI, that's kind of an idea. You go you can go to your local gaming store and see if they have them. You can buy any kind of other sleeves. But if you're specifically looking for D&D ones, they do have other designs that I saw on Amazon. And
funny story, we've been working on item cards and Adventures League specific handouts that are the size of the cards for players that like to put them in sleeves and carry like spell books.
I mean, I like things to not get bent. I'm really anal about that. And if I can compartmentalize things and kind of put it in the sleeve so it's thicker, and then put it in a box so it fits in the box.
Put it in
like,
the box.
I mean, that's what I
and then so the one thing about this. About the Essentials Kit that I'm a huge fan of that they included.
Hi, Joe. Continue.
Is that they also include a 50% off Player's Handbook coupon for D&D Beyond.
And I thought that was kind of cool because, I mean, whether you're going to start, the handbook is obviously going to be the thing you want to get. So it's a pretty good deal to get it 50% off digitally. You know what I mean?
So
if that's because it's nice to have digital versions. Yeah. I personally like hard copies of stuff in my hands.
So the neat thing is the Essentials Kit comes in about $24.99.
Yeah.
The Player's Handbook is $49.99. And with the 50% off coupon, arguably you get you basically get a digital copy of the Player's Handbook and a free physical copy of the Essentials Kit.
Yeah, and what's really cool, so the thing that they were trying to sell it as D&D Live is they were trying to sell it as you can have this to be with their little module, like little game that's in there. I believe it's Icefire Peak, right? Okay, so
Dragon of Icefire Peak. Yes.
Dragon of Icefire Peak. So the upside to it that they're trying to add is that you can go home and let's say you want to play with your kid. Or you want to play, it's date night, and you and your significant other want to sit down and play a quick game by one DM and one player. It allows dogs. It allows for you to have that opportunity because then there's stats in there.
Mooshie! Oh my god! We're having technical difficulty. Careful when you open that. He's gonna bolt through that door. This is Mushi's Grove, where all we do is try not to get destroyed by the
So we're
Mushi.
gonna try, Ben. If you could do me a favor, if you could just go ahead, open it, try to push him in there, and then get the fan out and plug it in out here. Because it makes a big difference to have that fan off. And then I'm wearing a sweatshirt, and it's cold outside.
There it is. He's wrangling the Mushi. What is it? Oh! Hey!
Whoa!
Clever. I like that.
Clever snake.
Right. You were talking about date night.
Okay.
Yeah. Like that.
So it comes with some stats in there for like what do they call like sidekicks or like it's like another player that the DM can play to assist the adventurer that is in front of you.
In the kit, when it talks about the item cards and stuff, they have cards for sidekicks. I didn't know what that meant, and now it makes total sense. That's really cool. I didn't know that they included that.
Yes. And so that overall is the biggest. That's the difference between the essential kit to the starter kit. To be completely honest, if you're going to ask, like, well, Cindy, what's the difference between two of the boxes? It's going to be the fact that it's got that extra step to it of allowing you to play one-on-one with someone else.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And the final kind of feature that the Essential Kit has is it also gives you the opportunity to get a digital version of Dragon of Icefire Peak. So if you are someone who integrates technology and like screens and more visual aids into your gameplay, they give you those assets, which I really like.
I'm half and half.
You're half and half?
Yeah.
I
never have my battery charged enough to be able to be like, I'm fully digital.
I'm obsessed with it. I stuck a projector screen on my ceiling and I went all for it, dude. All the way. I got stories. One of these days I'll tell you all the stories.
Yeah, you're gonna have
It was
to.
amazing stuff. Well, I want to dig in.
Well, we might have an opportunity of you telling us one of those stories later today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might.
Yeah, all right. I like that.
I was known as the great faux pas.
You will have to tell us about it.
The great faux pas. All right. No. You have the nails. Let's open it up. So while Cindy starts tearing this through, I'm going to stare at the chat for a second.
Answer some questions.
Ben, you better be giving that puppy all of the love. Yes. Even though he's not destroying the grove, he's like replanting. What is that called? He's transplanting.
He's trying to roam amok through the grove is what it is.
Yes. Let's see. Lucky Jam. Big ups to Miss Cindy. You are beautiful.
What?
You're beautiful.
Thank you, whoever Lucky is. Thank you very much. Stop it.
Stop it.
Now we're going to unbox it like this.
Alright. So here we go. Let's,
It's like, shake it up.
That's not how it works.
Shake it up.
Alright, here. Oh, let me get that. Yes.
Yeah, you got
I want to, is that interrupting? That's kind of, I'm going to put this off to the side over here. Alright. So what do we got
here,
first?
you wanted to do the dice.
I do want the dice. Okay,
you
so the
go.
first thing that we've got off the top is we have a solid 11 set of dice. Kind of get some of this stuff out.
Yes, please.
Get some of this stuff out. Okay, so we've got let's go like I'm gonna go like this, and like this. All right, so here's our little 11 sets. I'm not too keen on the plastic. I mean, the color's okay. All the printing on the dice is pretty nice. Cool thing is, I'm really glad that they added an 11 set.
Yeah.
Things like advantage, disadvantage, having the 2d20s for that is really nice to have. A common need is more d6s, and I like that.
I know for rogue you need that.
Oh yeah, sneak attacks, all the attacks. If you're a wizard, fireball, things like that. And then otherwise, we've got a nice little array. But I mean, the color comes through all right on me. Yeah. That's not bad.
You and your color come through.
There's 2d20s for advantage unlike the other starter set.
Yeah. Oh, there's a difference.
That's a good one.
From the starter set, having the 11 set. And we love dice and things. All right,
I don't like dice. My bank count would differ on that one.
Here, you can do you want to do the next thing? I think this is the full adventure.
This is the actual book.
Oh, this is the full adventure.
Yes.
Ooh.
So it looks like the hardback, like even the way when you open it up.
Yeah.
The artwork still.
Printing's nice.
Still matches.
You know, I like the binder on the back of it. I like it being a soft cover. That's actually kind of nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty. A little Sword Coast adventure in there.
Here, let me see if I can find where this stuff.
Oh yeah, find us that center page. You know what I'm talking about?
That layout of that Map, you know what I'm saying? All them curves.
Cindy said all them curves. All right, here we go. Maddie's. Ooh, there's a 17. Ooh, 20, baby! I'm liking that.
Is
Okay.
that on the 20 or is that actual 20?
It's a 2020. No special
So
design.
here's some adventurers.
Oh, these are like psychic bits?
Yeah. Don, John, what is it? Raskin.
What is it? How do you say it?
I couldn't see it upside down.
How do you say it?
Don John Raskin.
Oh, one more time.
Don John Raskin.
Don John Raskin.
And we got Falcon the Hunter. Oh, he looks serious.
He does.
Raskin looks like he's a little bit more laid back, but can have his serious moments.
Yeah, I
You
like
know.
Raskin's hat.
But Falcon looks like he's just had a really bad day every day.
This is Cindy Munoz.
No, that's
you
what I
can
get
see-
woken up to early in the morning.
you can see she put a lot of effort into the nails. You know, she's missing a couple of fingers, but that's totally fine.
We match, honey.
Oh, so cute.
Oh, how about that tongue though?
Get out of here, dude.
I don't know.
All right, let's
But yeah, there's some
moving
things.
forward.
Oh my God. I don't want to give away too much.
That's fair. Let's see. Moving forward, we've got a nice little pop-up essentials box.
Yeah, to put your cards in.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Oh,
But
okay.
again, I like to sleeve things up.
You know, this might be big enough for you to fit a sleeve in there as well. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Stick that to the side. Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Ooh, that's tight.
I'm actually just gonna pull it all like that.
Yeah.
Taking the essentials over here. So, we have got initiative counters. So, one thing as a DM, having initiative trackers are amazing.
Those are cute too. I like how it looks like water paint, like stained. You know what I mean? Like,
ooh, a little nice backing. They're perforated.
they're pretty thick too.
Yeah, not bad.
They're nice. That's a really good thick cardstock.
We got a solid amount of. Here's some conditions: prone, poison, stun, unconscious. And on the back, oh hey, it even comes with the stuff. So poison and prone, so it's got your little condition thing, so you know about it. We've got combat steps. Ooh, oh,
Right?
I see. Magic charm. What's magic charm? Charm of the storm. That's probably something about the doodad. This ability is bestowed an alternative. Ooh, neat.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I love people are just having great conversations right now. I'm kind of getting distracted by the great combo.
What's going on with the combo?
What's that?
What's going on with the combo?
We got Fritz just helping out Lucky and talking about all kinds of stuff about like the differences between the two kits and stuff like that. I don't know. I was just reading it. It's cool. You guys are awesome.
I do like these. I do like these a lot. Not too keen on the perforated edges, but I think if you were to sleeve these,
That's what I'm saying. Some of these I'm gonna get clear double-sided sleeves so that you could see two sides, and then the other ones I can like the initiative ones. Those ones I can know that I could put.
Cindy,
Yeah.
pop quiz.
Oh no.
Invisible. The condition invisible. What can you tell me about any of that?
You can't see me.
You are correct. Ding ding. 10 points to Gryffindor.
Oh.
No, that's cool.
Hufflepuff.
Do you know? Have you done the test?
No.
Okay.
I'm not that. I'm not a big. I'm not a big Potter fan.
That's okay. Ravenclaw. I was on the house of Ravenclaw.
I just like the word Hufflepuff. It just sounds cute.
You know it does. It really does. Are these these must be all the sidekicks.
Lucky just followed us. Thank you.
Thank you, Lucky, for the follow.
Yeah. Much love.
Yeah.
Much love. I like these.
Oh my God, the artwork is gorgeous. I
Yeah.
love the style of it. I mean, look at that. Oh,
Donnabelle Fiasco.
Oh, that sounds like a fun name, even with that mischievous look on her face.
You know what my favorite thing about this so far is that if you were to play this on a 1v1 kind of like, one player, one DM thing, you get to change up your party in so many ways, and you can play so many different kinds of stories. That is really
What's
neat.
on the back of these ones?
We have, I think these are character stats. They got like personalities.
Oh!
These might just be NPCs.
Now, see, the Cleric, because when we opened our box, I didn't really get to go through it, because the Cleric is kind of like leading all of our DM adventures, you know what I mean? And he's like, I want to do something with you and Zeke, and so I was like, okay. So I haven't really touched the box, so like, this is kind of my first time seeing it too, honestly.
Yeah.
So this is really cool, yeah.
I'm going to keep this off to the side, because I want to...
Oh my god, Pickled Pete!
Yes, he's a human expert. Pete likes ale and tends to function better while tipsy. At his best, he's quite the handyman and comes up with all sorts of crazy ways to get things done. Use the expert sidekick stat block in the rule. Oh, these are the sidekicks! Use the expert sidekick stat block in the rule book to represent him.
Oh, so it wasn't the hunter. Those are other people in the story. Those are just NPCs. These are the actual
They got sidekicks. That's so cool. Pickled Pete. His personality. My friends know they can rely on me no matter what. My ideal. I like coming up with new ways to do things. What problem can't be solved with a little ingenuity? His bond. A full flask of wine is worth 10 pockets full of gold.
Oh, dude. Him and I would be besties.
And Pickle Pete's flaw. All this drinking is bad for my memory. Seriously, I can't remember my last name.
Oh my god. That's him drinking and me taking dabs.
And this is Pickled Pete right here. The beautiful old man.
Oh my goodness, look at his little rosy nose.
That's fun. We should take a moment to go up with that. Okay.
Yeah, we'll go into some of that later.
So I got a sheet of magic items.
Aren't we a little Pickle Pete on the inside?
Aren't we all?
Hey, we are a little Pickle Pete-ish.
Magic items. We've got a variety of potions. Sending Stone, Wand of Secrets, Staff of Bird Calls.
Yes, an alcoholic's no.
More stuff. A mystery key. Dragon Slayer. Dress Up. So we've got quite a few of like magic items. +1 shield, swords. You really can do a lot with this.
I mean, honestly, if you're going to play with someone that's never played before, this is probably a really good idea also, because these are some of the basic magic items that, you have to kind of learn about, that you'll end up getting in like games, whether it's your homebrew or whether it's at the convention playing Adventures League. Like, those are the same type of magic items.
So we appear to have a sheet of quests, and I don't want to spoil too much, but I think.
Give me a quest.
Here we go.
Okay.
Dwarven excavation quest. Dwarven prospectors have found ancient dwarven ruins in the mountains southwest of here and have begun an archaeological dig for treasure and relics. They need to be warned that a white dragon has moved into the area. Take the warning to them, then return to Townmaster Harbin Wester to collect a reward of 50 gold pieces.
I think I could do that.
That's just a simple go out, talk to them, and come back.
I like that. So a lot of these look like they're a little bit more role play based, with like maybe one encounter or something. It sounds like. I mean, that's kind of what that translated to me. Like, you might have an encounter.
I'm just gonna read to you some of the titles for some of these quests.
Okay.
So we have I can't even pronounce that. I'm gonna skip that one. The Dragon Barrow quest. Oh, Dragon Barrow.
Dragon Barrow.
There's Axholm, the Mountain's Toe. There's a logger's camp. The Butter Skull Ranch quest. I need more skulls for my butter ranch. So these are nice.
Those are cool. Nice little cards. I like that. I like when they supply those. And yes, Lucky, I would totally agree. If they had things like this, even just for printing out, like already made, would have been made life so much easier than having to hand make everything.
I wonder, because they give you the digital assets of this. I wonder if they give you digital versions of these cards to play.
So in case those
online.
get messed up or something?
I guess, yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
We'd
I'd
have to check
assume
that out.
I'd assume at least the maps.
That'd be cool.
What do you have in your hands? This I'm assuming is the double-sided map.
Yeah. With
Yeah.
all her fabulous curves
Oh, get out
and lovely lady lumps of
of here.
topographies.
So
of
we've
the
got
map.
Sword Coast. We've got a very famous Neverwinter. There's Icespire Peak,
Sword Mountain right next to it.
Coneyberry. Nice. The Neverwinter Woods.
The crags.
The Crags. Very cool. I like this.
Wow.
And then
What's on the back?
Chairman Mark just gave us a follow.
Ooh, thank you, Chairman Mark.
Chairman Mark.
Chairman Mark.
Woo! Thank you.
Welcome
for
to
the
the
follow. Thank you. Welcome to Cleric Games and Cleric Talks.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, Mr. Mayor's Boulder's Gate. That's my friend. He's my friend. Hey, friend.
Hi, my friend.
do the voice.
I don't want to.
Do the voice.
I don't want to.
I'm trying.
Oh, Michael. I don't want to do it. I'll do it later.
Don't
Don't look at me.
Don't look at me while I do voices.
Okay. I'm not looking. Okay. Oh God. Please help me with the phonetics of this. Flandendalen.
Flandolin.
Fandover?
No.
There's no V.
Fandolin.
Fandolin.
That is correct. Fandolin. No, it's Phandalin.
No, it's
Fandolin.
it's fan handling. It's fan handling. So here is. I'm assuming this is probably the town that you start in. We've got a little.
It's
place
got your
of
basic
provision.
little like trails that
There's
are
an
named
inn.
after like the little air, what goes on there, and it's like a little basic little village map.
I would like to visit the Shrine of Luck.
What is it called? The
We got
Stonehill Inn. That's what I want to know, so I can go hang out with Pickle Pete.
That's cool. I love the artwork they do for these maps. I've been trying to copy it and recreate it.
I want to see the other side because there's I wanted to see this. Look at the key.
Oh yeah.
City.
The same town that was in the original starter kit.
Same town, the original starter kit?
Yeah.
Oh.
Surprise! Oh,
Yeah.
and here is Fandolin. Fan handling. Fan handline.
Been handling.
Fan headline.
Been
The
handling.
pickled pear
Been handling?
pleased
Been
Peter.
handling. The pickle.
Peter Piper picked a fandolin of pickled peppers.
A fandolin of pickled peppers.
Yes. I like this map.
But how many fandolins did Peter Piper pick?
Don't tell me how many fandolins Peter Piper picked. So we've got the meat. Here's the rule book, as neatly defined by it saying rule book.
Oh, there's some more art. I just want to get to the art. That's my favorite part of these things. It's just the art. Oh, look at it.
I like the familiar.
Tilt it up to show the camera.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying to look. I'm being selfish.
Quit being so
Selfish.
selfish.
Oh, I like that. Is that a familiar? No, I think it's
I
like
think
a
it's
druid
familiar.
doing like a.
Oh no, that's
illusion
fine.
or
That's fine familiar.
Look, no.
I'm telling you.
Is it?
Fine familiar. I'm gonna make
No.
mine look like a glowing owl. You can make. Ben, please find me the rules for fine familiar. I believe when you.
Let me go to D&D Beyond.
Go on to D&D.
I believe when you cast Find Familiar, you get to summon your familiar. It takes on the presence of like a celestial or even fiendish shape of an animal you want.
You gain the service of a familiar, a spirit that takes an animal form you choose: bat, cat, crab, frog, toad, hawk, lizard, octopus, owl, poisonous snake,
You're
fish,
right.
sliver, rat,
He was
raven,
right.
seahorse,
He was right.
spider, and weasel.
We got it, Ben. He was right. Okay?
It's your Patronus.
God, he was right. I get it.
Yeah.
Then it gets to choose the chosen form, though it is a celestial, fae, or a fiend of your choice instead of a
Celestial, Fae, or Fiend.
Well, it was an owl, and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
More art. See, I just want to get to the art.
Yeah.
The book's awesome. That's for you guys to buy and read, okay? I want to get to the art. I'm discovering this for the first time with you, so I'm the one handling it.
So it looks like it's a decently thick like rule book. I saw it.
Oh, what is that?
It seems to cover a couple of things. We've got spell. Oh, that's a hellhound. I don't know if that's really hellhound. I think hellhounds have 2 heads.
No.
Ooh, you know what that is? That's Mushi. That's grown-up Mushi.
No, Mushi doesn't have much fur,
fire.
and he's not all black. Come on.
Oh, hellhounds breathe fire.
Yeah, it is hellhound.
Are they double-headed or not?
No.
I thought hellhounds were.
No, you're thinking of Cerebrus,
The 3-headed dog?
Yeah, that's what you're thinking of, dude.
Oh, maybe it is a hellhound then.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely not a blink.
I was wrong once already today, so I didn't want to open my mouth. I thought you would know what you were talking about, but...
Slide note.
Oh,
here are the
there they
companion
are.
sidekick stat blocks. That's cool.
It's a death dog.
Death dog. Oh, there we go.
That's what it was, a death dog?
And then on the back,
See?
what do we got here? We have just a little appendix of conditions. That's cool. I mean, it's got a decent thickness to it. Maybe a quarter of an inch.
It's got quite a bit of the first rules. It seems like it's almost like the starter kit where it goes up to like the level 5 type of situation. It gives you the basics.
One thing that I will say that I do like is so they included things like when you play a rogue, they give you all of the archetypes from the PVH. So you can choose Thief, Arcane Trickster, rather than like them only having a few. You've got like your martial archetypes, Champion, Elder Knight. That's nice. I do like that.
Who can see the kitty in there?
Playing the game.
Kitty.
I mean, it looks even taught. Yeah.
Oh my God, this is precious. This is a little like hard paper stock. See on screen.
Oh
Yeah.
Man.
It's got like a whole little adventure scene.
It's shiny.
And I know, it's real, and it's cute. Honestly, I think this is better than like the hard.
And I think this is the same internals as the revised?
I believe.
Reincarnated? This might be the same interior as the reincarnated one. Which the reincarnated one is one of the better like interior like.
I know, I have every single one of them, and they give you some good information, but some of it you're just like. Ugh.
I like that. I was hoping this would be like, like the hard ones, but that's okay. That's fine. I mean,
that's nice.
It still stands well. I do again.
Yeah.
I am digging like the front of it.
Dude, I want a big one like this now.
Ooh, hey, look, there's a dragon.
You can probably get it laminated.
Ooh, there's a dragon. With that?
You can probably get it laminated.
Ooh, yeah, that's true. A little lamination.
It's yours, Ben. You let me know how that lamination goes.
Ooh, I wonder if all the characters are on here. No.
Chairman Mark wants to know who makes this. Is it a watching product?
Ooh. D&D Perspectives, blah, 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 blah. Manufactured by Hasbro.
Hasbro, yeah, it's WotC. It's Hasbro.
Yeah, it's 100% WotC. Yeah.
That's cool. And then last but not least, the character sheet.
Oh.
It gives you just like the starter kit. You get the I want to get paper like this and print ours out like. I mean, I know it's expensive to get paper like this because it's not cheap paper here. Like this is nice. I mean, if you're gonna save these, at least to like run through your scanner. You know what I mean?
I know this because I do most of the printing for all of our conventions.
Yeah.
It's not 110. Wait, no,
I don't know numbers.
It wouldn't be 110. 24. This is probably 30 pounds.
This is nice.
I know this just by touching.
Probably expensive, right?
Not that much.
Yeah, right.
Really not.
I mean, this won't like get all wrinkly as easy.
You won't get all wrinkly as easy.
Oh, I hope so.
That's nice.
But yeah, these are nice. And then on the back.
Oh, the only thing. Okay, so.
There's no spell page though, but.
No, there isn't. That's kind of silly.
So okay, that's
However,
the only thing if you're gonna play like a magic player.
Yeah.
It's a little complicated, and there's no like space to like write notes like I would normally on like the back page of the when I print them out.
That's a little bit off. However,
Okay.
spells. Here are spells components. Casting a spell. Spell descriptions. So we've got a hand. Oh right, all the spells you can probably get up to level 6. So there's not too many in here. One thing that I like doing, especially for Essentials, first time, like you're new to D&D, you want to play a spellcaster. Something that I do with all of my new players that are like, I want to be a spellcaster, is I actually have them make their own spell book. Like, buy a notebook, write down the spells, because the only thing I ever ask of my players is, like, know the spell you're casting.
Right.
So that's
fair enough.
I think that is something that would be. I wonder if they approach that at all in this rule, or like in the kit. But
well, I mean, a bard is somewhat of a spellcaster. So
yeah. But I mean, like, comprehend languages. Like, if that's your spell, tell me about it. Like, this is a spell that your character really knows. I would hope that you as a player would understand the spells you're doing.
Yeah.
So that's something that I really like doing, and I mean, since you don't have a spot for like to have your spells and your slots and stuff on the character sheets, giving your players, having a player who's doing a spellcaster make their own spell book. It's also like, for me, it's kind of fun because like you do little notes and like do little fun stuff, and like it makes me as a player feel like I'm really entering the zone of a spellcaster.
Yeah, I can understand that.
So.
I like
all right. So we've kind of we've hashed through this a little bit.
Yes.
Cindy.
Yes.
What are some of your thoughts on everything?
I love the cards.
Okay.
The map. Who doesn't love a map?
Yeah.
And so it makes life so much easier when you're trying to describe like where things are, so people can understand distances. Like that's my thing too. Like I need to know distances of things. So having a map helps. I'm really digging the DM screen. This DM screen is pretty bitchin'. I mean, it's got all the good information on there. Especially for conditions. For me, the big thing is like having in front of you, like, because I don't remember like stun, restrain, blinded, all that kind of stuff. I know me and a lot of other people forget that those simple little things, And those ones, I like this. This is awesome.
I like the condition cards. Pretty amazing.
I do wish the dice would have had some cool little design.
Yeah, there was a great opportunity for that in these. I would have liked to have seen something more.
A little bit more with the dice to make them more special. You know what I mean? To be like, I got this special set with the box.
I think,
you know what I mean?
Because for me, because I, as kind of an avid player, like for me to buy the Essentials Kit, I don't have a lot of incentive to do it. But I think if the dice had a cool little insignia on it.
Yeah.
I would buy the whole kit just for the dice.
Just for the dice, just to be like, oh my god, like, and I think it would make the box that much more special, especially if it's like your first time playing.
Yeah. And
then you're like, oh, okay, cool. Here's this box that we got so that we can all play for your first time, and here's a special set. I don't know. That's my only criticism, I guess I would say, on that one. And the I guess character sheets, you'd have to just save on space, so maybe that's why they didn't do that.
I mean,
your idea is great. Salcedo
okay.
agrees too that your idea for the spellbook idea is pretty bitchy. Yeah. So you come up with some good ones sometimes, Lucky.
That's just I like it. You know what? Maybe so. There's oh god, what are the stores where they have like incense and they have like tarot cards? Is there like a special word for a kind of store like that?
Like a I don't know, crystal shop, a gift shop. Sometimes they call them.
Room for tarot cards.
Kind of. Is there a good name for a store?
Everyone has their own rendition of it. It's like a magic shop, but
it's
not
a
like
magic shop. Well,
let's call it like it is. You know what I mean?
There's a place not too far away from my house, and they have these custom made spell books. They're these massive like.
Are you talking about Crescent Moon gifts?
On 6th Ave?
Yes.
Yes.
I love that
Have you
place.
seen the spell books that they have?
No, I haven't. They just moved too, and I gotta go check out the new shop. I heard it's big.
I have a thing about like parchment.
So now I
and
have a
papers
reason
and
to
stuff.
go over there.
They're really cool, really amazing, like just creative stuff.
Oh, I've gotten a lot of like my what's it called for burning? I forget what it's called. I can't think of it right now.
A sage.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
I've gotten my sage from there. I have a bunch of my Wiccan books that came from there, and
that's where I got my tarot cards from.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a really good shop.
Mm-hmm.
Good place. If you're into Coma, Crescent Moon Gift.
So I think overall, if you're buying this because you're new to the game, I haven't read the actual adventure. That to me would make or break this whole thing. I like all of the assets. They give you all of the cards are fun. The conditions, the set of dice is nice. The DM screen has all of the valuable information you would need to DM properly.
I like this more than the starter kit.
Yes.
Hands down. That I will say, this gives you more, I think, than the starter kit gives you.
Yes.
The starter kit's a good gift, but if you're like coming in as a DM and you want to get someone into it, I think it's better.
Nice. Again, to me, it all depends on the adventure.
Mm-hmm.
From the little quest cards I saw, it looks like it's kind of a fun pick your own like change.
Plus, who does it work? No, not this one. Oh yeah, here's the adventure. This is the adventure. But where is the paper? That one. Isn't that where the code is and everything like that?
Yeah, but I don't want to.
No, you don't have to show it. Let me see it. But that, I think, to me, is what makes this super worth it.
It's on the other side.
Yeah, we won't show the other side. But this little paper that comes in with the box, on the other side is where the code is and all that stuff for the 50% off. And again, if you're bringing it in just for like a me and my significant other type of deal, or me and my friend or whatever.
Me and my co-host.
And we already have all the stuff that we need, and it's like 50% off. I can get what?
Oh, dude, that's a solid gift to somebody.
You know?
Just the code.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, who doesn't want a hand? I mean, it's nice to have it just in case for quick reference if you are sitting at the table.
Yeah.
It can be nice. I don't know.
So, to those of you guys that are hanging out in the chat, do you guys have any questions? Maybe there's something that we glossed over, or you would like to hear our opinion on a particular aspect of the Essentials Kit. If you were to give it a rating of out of 0 to 10 dragons, how many dragons would you give this?
First bite, everybody knows the rules. I'd have to say.
Oh, what is it? 1 bite? Everyone gets 1 bite.
Yeah, but it's if you follow them, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Everyone first bite.
1 bite. Yeah. Everybody knows the rules. I'd have to say 7.6. 7.6.
You know what? First bite, 7.3.
Yeah.
Yeah. I give it a 7.3.
Yeah.
They also know how many pages are the rule book and how many are the adventures.
That is a really good question.
Thank you, Daniel.
For the rule book, we're looking at about 64 pages.
Same with the adventure.
Same for the adventure.
Yeah. Front and back, it says on here 64 is the last page on there.
The rule book really is just a condensed version of the player's handbook.
It is.
From
what I saw, especially kind of being shown off when I saw it the first time when it was being shown to me at the event, it looks like it was just...
There is a couple of things that are missing. You do not have all of the backgrounds.
No.
You do not have all of the races either.
Because I think what they're trying to do with this new 5th edition, and the more they improve on 5th edition, what I think they're trying to do is they're trying to because they're trying to make it a little bit more simple and not so overwhelming. Because I can tell you that was the first reason when I got into it, when Josh just threw the books in front of me and was like, okay, here's the background, here is this, here's that, this is what you got to do, read it all. And I'm just like, oh, that's a lot of reading to only pick like one of each thing, like what the hell. And then at the same time, I don't want to listen to what he's suggesting because I want to make I want to feel like I'm making my own decision. So cutting all that stuff out, I think kind of helps someone that's coming in for the first time, or maybe something that you're trying to do quickly and get it set up fast. I think that's why they kind of kept.
Hearing your opinion on that, at first, I went 0 to 100 and I was like, how dare they forget some of these things? But I think you're right. I think having too many options and throwing a huge stack of stuff at someone who's their first time, that's really overwhelming, too daunting.
This weekend with my niece and nephew, we taught them how to play. And it was like, here's the player's handbook. I'm trying to teach them the basics. And Amy is like, yo, we got Bolos, we got Xanathars, here, read all this. And like 4 books later, they're like,
yeah.
Yeah, and what I will be honest about too is that after you actually play the game and you kind of get a little bit more of a grasp of what you're doing, then it makes the books not so daunting when you're going into them. That's something I think needs to be really said because as a new, if you are gonna talk to a new player or you are a new player yourself, grabbing these books, if you go with the starter kits or you go with the essential kit and you kind of like get that going, or even go online and get like the pre-generated characters and just kind of play. Find something similar to what you're looking for, play it, and then you may like it, you may want to change it, but at least once you've played and you realize like what you're looking for, because I don't think as a new player you really even know what you're looking for in the game. You know what I mean? You have to really play it, sit down, get in it, and then be like, oh, what I'm looking for is this out of my gaming experience. And there is something for everything and for everyone, I have to say.
Now that you say that, like when I think back to some of my new players, a lot of them, like they start the game with just like, hand me whatever. And then by the end of the first session, they're a lot more like, okay, now I would like to learn, tell me more. Yeah. And I think that if I were to just like off rip, just start telling them about, okay, here's 10,000 options, it would go right over that because.
Yeah. Okay. So the next thing we're going to discuss is going to be what inspired us to play D&D. And before we get into that, since we were on the topic of like first time gaming and like what gets you into it, there's 2 ways I have to say that really gets people into the game of Dungeons and Dragons. It's going to be either A, just getting thrown into it and playing it and just knowing that you may not be the best player, which I don't even think there is such a thing as a good and a bad player in Dungeons and Dragons. I think it all depends on your style and like, the more I think going into it to just play the game and try it out is one way of doing it. And then the other way of doing it too is picking up one of the books. Like not the books like the story, like these type of books, like the handbook or anything. I'm talking about like going and finding like Dragonlance or finding like R.A. Salvatore's books about drift. Like picking those up, because then you go into it and you're like, this is my favorite world. And then you're going to want to, and then your first character will be heavily based off of that world that you've read about, that you've fallen in love with so much. And then you kind of expand, because then you're like, what? There's other worlds that now I'm sat at these tables and I've discussed with everybody else what their favorite world is. And everyone's got their own flavor, and then you want to go and explore. And you end up getting excited. What's that?
Scion Triton just gave us a follow. I love that name.
Oh, Scion Triton. That's dope. I like that name.
Whoa. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate the support.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I would have to say that picking up either just going and maybe asking some friends, like, what were your favorite Dungeons and Dragons storybooks, and picking those up to read them if you're too scared to play the game and you just kind of want to get into some sort of fantasy, because then you can go and find your friends that play these games and will DM like for me, it was Drift. I could easily go and be like, Ben, we're playing Out of the Abyss. You know what I mean? And we are now in the world of Menzo Berenson if we want to be or whatever, and kind of like go into it. If you're into vampires, they got vampire stuff with Curse of Strahd. I mean, there's something for everyone. We are right now actually looking into Masika.
Yeah, we are.
We are working with. We're going to be doing Critless in Seattle here soon.
Yes.
And the Cleric and I are deep in just old books.
Deep in the Mesopotamia that is Mastica.
Sí, la Mastica.
The Mastica.
And there's and it's like very Aztec-y based, and the tabaxis come from there, and it's very Spanish, and for me, I'm Cuban and Colombian, so like kind of getting to use what I know from what I grew up, like my Hispanic background, and kind of adding that into the flavor of a D&D story of like Mastica. I think it's just that's where I think getting into it as a first time player, if you're too scared to play the game right away, read some of the stories.
Lucky Jam just said that they need audiobooks because they drive for a living. I really recommend White Plume Mountain and that entire Greyhawk series on Audible. Reader's really good.
Put that up there, Ben, because I won't remember that. But right now, where I'm at in my audiobooks, because I also don't have much time for reading. Lucky, don't worry, I feel you. Right now, I had read the first 3 of the beginning of the Drift. So like Sojourn, Homeland.
I haven't read any of these things.
Okay.
Everything that I've learned has been off of you guys.
Okay, so you need to read these books.
I do.
So I read those ones with the book, like by book.
Yeah.
Then from there on, I went ahead and did all the audio. Right now I'm on Starless Night, which I'm going to put on hold. After I'm done with Starless Night, I'm putting those Drift stories to the side to read Timeless and Boundless.
Those are
the newest ones.
Yeah.
Yes, those are the newer just ones. I know I'm going to get a lot of things spoiled for me, and I will go back because I got to hear there's so much like stuff with Jarlaxle, like pirates and stuff like that, and it involves Drift apparently and Canterbury still, and all these amazing characters that I've grown to love. But yeah, audiobooks has all those. Type in R.A. Salvatore and you can find it, and then I believe if you want, you can go ahead and just question me what order to go in, and I can assist you with that. That's a whole nother show.
So I do have. So I glanced through Dragon of Icespired Peak, the adventure. I have a new rating for this whole set.
Now that you
as both an experienced longtime player and a new player, I would give this a 9. Oh, sorry, I would give this a 9 out of 10 dragons. 9 out of 10. Yes.
As a DM, you would give it.
As a DM, and as a like, if I got to play this, now that I spoiled a lot of stuff, like the adventure of Dragon of Icespired Peak looks phenomenal.
I'll let you know how it goes. We'll talk about it because the Cleric and I will be playing that this weekend. Since I won't be seeing him for 2 weeks. Okay. We're going to do a little bit of bonding and have some time with our child.
I mean, it's just going through the stat blocks in the back, like the monsters that you get to encounter. I am shocked and impressed.
Nice.
And it's a really good. They picked really good flavored monsters. All of them have really fun tactics. You really, I think who wrote this? Whoever wrote this, I think they did a really good job of thinking about like what are some of the greatest things to like encounter in these things. And they don't have a credit.
Rogue Joe 22 just followed.
Hey, Rogue Joe, thank you for the support. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Rogue Joe.
I don't know how long you've been watching, but welcome to the watching.
Thank you for the follow. We appreciate that.
I really need to know who wrote this stuff.
We are trying to get affiliate here, guys. We are really working hard. We really want to get those followers because we want to start. We're like tires at the starting line, like revving up and can't go, and we're spinning. I got emojis I want to get out. I got things. We're gonna have a Discord. I'm putting together a Discord, and we're gonna have it so that we can chat all day long. And I'm excited. I mean, thank you so much again, everyone that's been following today and that has been following, and that will preach the word of Cleric to continue to get more followers. We really appreciate it because it really helps us get to the goals that we're trying to get to here and make things more fun for you.
Yeah. But yeah,
And informative.
Very informative. The adventure looks fantastic. I would buy this solely for the adventure. Before I thought it would be the dice. Now that I've seen,
no, it's a kit as a whole for sure. I mean,
the kit as a whole.
It's a whole. You
fantastic.
can't. I mean, yeah, you could take the dice out and go take them with the game. But
Dragon
I mean,
of Icefire Peak,
at this point, this is like it's its own thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One thing. What's that?
You said 9 out of 10. What would push it to 10%?
Ooh, 10 for 10.
Minis.
Minis, special dice.
I don't care. Minis of any sort, even if I had to paint them. Minis, I think, would make it even more exciting because then I can use them in other games. But I think minis. If there were minis supplied in this box, I think. And the cards were already laminated, or like cards,
or like the way that they have them
player
right now.
cards.
Yeah.
Then that would to me put the box at a 10.
I think I need to reevaluate my whole thing.
That's expensive. The box would be way more.
Now that I really think about it, I'd have to push it because I want to do rigorous rating. This is 8 out of 10. It would be a 9. It'd be a 9 if there were minis, and instead of giving you perforated pieces, these were already like they have the spell cards already. It would be a 9. To get it a 10,
though, the price is 10 out of 10.
Oh, the price, yes.
The price is fantastic.
And the coupon.
Oh,
is
like the value of the box. Honestly.
Yeah.
So the price to me is 10 out of 10.
Really well.
The box, the
really
kit itself. For me, I would say like a 7.6, like I said, because there was a few things I would, if I could fix. But
is the Essentials Kit available on D&D Beyond? Do they have a coupon for that?
They do give you. This is on the box. They do give you the assets.
Let's see. One coupon is access additional adventure content to continue the Dragon of Icefire Peak story into higher levels of play. That's pretty. Excuse my French. Fucking amazing. Okay, that just upped now the box to like an 8 to me, from 7.6 to 8. That makes that really cool. I'm working on my scores here now. Unlock the digital version of the Dragon Icefire Peak adventure on D&D Beyond with unique product key below. That's really cool. I think if you're the DM and you're really laptop-based so that you can jump through your windows to have all your stuff set up.
If you have access to a large TV and you can put, that's a really
good idea.
The maps that they have that I got to see through the adventure.
And that's why you were saying the projector, right?
Yeah, I did the projector on that.
Can you put that in a Roll20 too somehow? Is there a way
to do that?
I don't know that.
With all the digital
if
assets,
you guys know or you know, you let me know. I think you can integrate those maps
with
in a Roll20, right?
With all the digital assets that they would give you, it's really easy.
You took that. I was still reading the last one.
Hold on a second. It's a real tight fit. What's the last here?
God, you're like my kid. I can't hold anything in my hand and talk because you'll rip it out of my hand. All right, don't close it yet. Last one. Okay, the last one's just the 50% off coupon.
Yeah.
I like the first one. The first code to get the extended of the story of the adventure, that is fucking incredible. That's dope.
That's pretty cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah, no, I went from very, very lackadaisically impressed, and then I got to see the adventure. The adventure really kind of makes it worthwhile to me.
Rogue Joe, yes. The kit, the starter kit is definitely has been one of our ways when we're at like the Renaissance Fair and we're selling things to get the kids into it, and then we end up getting people coming back to pick up the handbook because of the fact that they have the starter kit, and we're like, I need more, give me more. And they just released the kids version of the handbook too.
Did they?
Yes. Once we get that, we'll talk about that on air too also, because I really
Are we
going to
start doing product reviews?
I don't see why not.
We're going to start doing some...
And I'm going to be brutally honest about things.
That's true.
I love WotC, but I love my son, and I'm still brutally honest.
for the love of it all, I'll in the meantime, I'm going to work on my rating system. It's going to be rigorous and honest, and I'm excited to do some product reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shoot! It's something I'm not allowed to talk about.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I really wanted to say a thing. Fritz, next week, we might be able to announce a thing.
You might be able to announce that he probably won't be able to join in, but hopefully his video will be good to go.
Right, because
He said nope, Gen Con.
Oh, okay.
Fritz said nope. That's right,
Of
Fritz.
course. First, Fritz is going to Vegas.
We're going to Gen Con.
Get out of here. I'm so jealous.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm really, you guys, just on a side note, I just saw yesterday on Twitter that they are talking about, Funko is talking about a board game with minis, and that we can test it and have an opportunity to be the first people to buy it if you go. So I don't know if I'm going to have the opportunity, but I'm going to try to freaking make some time to get over there and play their hour game that they claim is only 1 hour. Because they have to sign up, but I don't have a way to sign up, so I'm going to try to see if I could sneak in for...
I think on sheer hair alone, they'll let you in.
I should wear my fake eyelashes too, so I can say hair and lashes.
Can you do the? Oh god, what you were wearing it the other? I think it was last week, but you had your hair all up, and it was kind of like a. I want to say pin up, but it was.
Oh yeah, when I did all pin uppy.
Yeah, that's what you should wear. They'll let you in immediately. Funko Pop will be like, get her in here.
Yeah. I should do my Lucille Ball hair where I curl the whole thing and then I have it like kind of pulled up and then it's just curled all up in the back.
That could be cool.
And it looks like I have short hair.
Really cool.
Yeah, it's really nice. Back to D&D. Again, it's our show. We can talk whatever we want.
Hey, it's like all right. All right.
So I think our next topic is we're gonna go ahead and kind of start calming down.
Yeah, we're gonna reel it in.
We're gonna reel it in, and we're gonna move on to the next thing, and we're gonna talk about what inspired us.
Yeah.
And if you want to talk and chat, what inspired you when we ask each other these questions about what got you to play D&D?
Please.
Dungeons and Dragons.
So what we're doing, we're practicing our interviewing techniques. So as we kind of interview each other, please feel free to answer them in the chat. Ask questions. We'll do our best. I for sure need to practice more on like looking at the chat and then bringing it up and then spitting it out.
Yeah. Wait, I'm confused. Rogue Joe said, break out those lizard onesies. We have dragon onesies.
I lost my tail.
Oh, they're like little Eeyore dragons.
That's the first thing I packed for Ren Fair.
I wish. So Rudy Rutenberg he created like a homebrew of a pink dragon that had psychic love damage. I wish there was a way I could dye it to make it pink. And have a pink dragonborn.
That could be
and reskin Meadow. Okay, so that the dragon family can be reunited and we can actually be in our true form.
That would be fantastic.
Maybe I gotta sew it or find someone I could pay to sew it.
At minimum, we just need to find a white.
And then make it into like a dragon. Yeah.
Sherman Mark says he's stealing the pink dragon idea.
No!
Oh my, is that not amazing? When I saw that, I was like, Rudy, you're a freaking genius. I'm like, I'm stealing that. And he's like, it is all yours. I was like, a stoner dragonborn that's pink and it has love psychic damage. That's a druid too. Let me top it off on top of all of it. I made her a druid. So I think it was Circle of the Shepherd too, wasn't it? No, Circle of the Land, so that she could grow it because she was all about like the plants. So much fun. Anyways, well there you go. That's perfect. Things that inspire us. Yeah. So Mikey, who do you want to go first?
I will ask the questions here, Cindy.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Raise your right hand. I need a Kenobi. Can you hand me a player's handbook?
Oh,
we have to officiate this
on the gods and goddesses and deities of D&D.
Yes.
Dude,
I've got one right there. Yeah, underneath the. Who was that? A fire giant?
A room giant.
It's a what?
Room giant.
A room giant.
Room
giant. All right. So you place your hand upon the book.
Yeah. Is it?
Repeat after me.
I've never been to court.
It's
so
whatever. No, whatever hand. This isn't. It's whatever hand you want to use. It could be a foot or your forehead. Dear Cindy, repeat after me. I, Cindy Munoz. Swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth.
Swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth.
I have a very heavy head.
I have a very heavy what?
So, Cindy,
Yes.
how did you hear about D&D?
So, I mean, just like anybody, I would say the first time I heard about D&D, I was a kid, didn't know what it was. I was a generation of computers just coming out. I was maybe in middle school when like AOL became a thing, when you finally started getting internet. So I heard about it, but because I was in that generation of new upcoming computer stuff, I've played PC games, so I didn't really know a lot of people that played D&D, but I knew the concept of it. Then as I got older, I met the Cleric, and he was the big D&D gamer in the house. So like I grew up playing games like Myst, Warcraft, not World of Warcraft, but Warcraft. I mean, all kinds of different games. But like Myst and Warcraft, I would have to say, are probably some of my very first influentials for like that fantasy kind of thing that I like, and puzzle solving. And then from there, I met, like I said, the Cleric. He introduced me to World of Warcraft, which I had heard of through like South Park and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
How do you kill that which has no life?
And so I started playing Warcraft, and then my friend Joe, who was here earlier, he's one of my Warcraft buddies that I met. We met through World of Warcraft, and I played that quite a bit, and the Cleric talked a lot about his time playing Dungeons and Dragons. And he quite a few times tried to, I was more of a like Star Wars fan at the time when he met me. So like he'd given me books, I had read some of the books, and then he's like, you know, because I was like, I need something different. I need something that's going to be more like out of this world. I want magic. I need something in my life, you know? And I didn't want to do Harry Potter because that seemed too, like everybody was reading Harry Potter at the time. And I like to go against the grain. I like to go against the waves and go, no, I'm not going to do what everybody else is doing. And I was like, I don't want to read Harry Potter, and I don't want to watch those movies. And so he was like, well, there's this thing called The War of the Spider Queen. And I was like, well, okay, what's that? And the cover of it looked like some like, I don't know, like Red Sonja meets romance novel type of like cover, you know what I mean? Like there's no like romancy thing on it, but just those styles, the art and everything. And I was just like, okay, what's this? And then he's like, okay, well, let me sit down and explain it. And he explained the stories to me, and I was like, oh.
You were like, what?
Dominant women that men are afraid of? I'm like, what? like this is like a nerd thing? Like, really? Like, this is okay for me to like this? And guys like this? Like, what? And so then we started doing that, and he, again, around, I would say it was 4th edition or 4.5 edition, he had given me the books, and he's like, here, figure this out. And I was like, well, I want a character like what's her name, Maleficent. I wanted, not like Maleficent the cartoon, but the movie, right? I was like, I want like Maleficent. I want her to have like these horns. He's like, okay, tiefling. And I'm like, okay, tiefling. And then he's like, and then I'm like telling him all these other things. And he's like, yeah. And then you're gonna be like, then do a wizard and do that. And then he's like, and then I'm like, and then I want to fly. He's like, well, that's not happening. And I was like, oh, geez, no. Then I can't be Maleficent. She flies on the movie. And so I finally had created this one character, and by the time I created my character, because it took me that long, it was 5th edition. Everyone's playing 5th edition. And so Josh and I were like, okay, I guess we got to start figuring out this 5th edition. He's like, this is so much easier. And so he gives me 5th edition, and then I'm like, oh, this is great. Create my Esperanza was the first character I ever created. She was a Tabaxi cleric at the time. And now she's a bard, but she was a cleric at the time. And then I created Decivia for Critless. I played Decivia, and Decivia was a little dark for me. She held too close to the ugly side of myself that I didn't really like too much. And then that sound is the sound of pitter-patters of my 9-year-old and my puppy.
That's the name of our new perfume. Hi. Good dad.
Everyone say bye to Mushi. Bye, Mushi. Bye, Zeke.
Do you wanna? You probably want to cross through the back, so you're not going through all the cords.
Okay, don't drop him.
You got it.
I know, he's huge now.
How's
He's so much more to handle now.
Side note. Oh God. There's. How's the kitten doing?
Oh, Caddyberry's doing great.
She's
She's a firecracker, wakes me up every morning, like,
Feed me.
just like,
I'm so
in my
hungry,
face.
Mom.
No, she likes to like shove her nose into my nose and lick my face and like rub her face against my lips. I love it. I hate it and I love it at the same time. It makes me mad because I'm not a morning person, but then like who's gonna get mad at waking up like that?
Yeah, that's fair.
Anyways, so 5th edition, I played, and well, before I even played the 5th edition, I started reading the Driss books, and that's what made me create Decebia. I was trying to go for like a Driss type of character as a female, but I think she just came out really, really dark. I mean, she's kind of. She's like if I was schizophrenic, she would be like the most angry, depressed part of myself.
You're not schizophrenic?
I mean, once you play D&D, I think you become schizophrenic. You start confusing like who your characters are with yourself. I mean, but so with that being said, that was. 5th edition is when I really started playing. I created a character in 4th, started playing in 5th, read books, and got hooked.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Anything else?
Yes, I have a whole list of questions.
Please, and ask.
So you covered a lot of topics.
Yes.
So you started playing around the start of 4th edition. That was a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
What continues to give you inspiration to kind of to keep playing the game? Like, do you love the role playing aspects of it? Like, what is it about D&T that kind of continues to make you play it, I guess?
It's the escape.
Yeah, I realized I asked you a really big question.
You did. That's a pretty big question. That's
I mean,
that's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep. I mean, it sounds simple, but like to a person like me, or like even probably you, Mikey, and probably most of you guys, D&D is a great way. I mean, there's different layers to that to answer, but the number one I would have to say on that list would have to be the escape. Is being able, as a woman that's a mom, that runs a business, that has to care for a household, that has to take care of all these things. Like, I mean, you can turn that into some sort of superhero character if you want to, but to me, it's just a normal everyday thing. So to be able to turn around and be like, my character, who I'm wearing sweats, now I've transformed into wearing tight leathers with straps and swords and potion bottles. And I mean, like, being able to imagine, like...
That's you literally every day. Tight leathers and potion battles.
They don't know that, Mikey. I'm trying to relate to the everyday
The moment
people.
the camera turns off.
No, but I mean, being able to do that and then be like, okay, now I'm on this adventure, and like now I have to like help my friends. Like, I help my friends when I can in real life, but like getting to help my friend from dying because something's about to hit them with a sword, and I get to play that out like I'm watching one of my favorite action movies. I think that's really empowering. I think that's really it's like, I've been in therapy. And in therapy, when like things that have been traumatic to you happen in the past, you're supposed to like, they do this thing where they make you lay down and you talk about like that moment, and then they make you go back as an adult to fix it. I almost feel like it's almost the same concept. I feel like you're being able to play out something, a part of you that maybe you would never really be like in front of people, and it's okay to be that because everybody at the table knows that when you walk away, you're not going to continue to act like that. Or maybe you don't continue to act like that because you're too scared to act like that anymore, because you know that it's just for the game. So it's very empowering, I think, to be able to go out and pretend to be this character that you created in your mind that you think is so amazing and so magical or so powerful or so influential, or maybe you're just a really good person and you're like, and they're so evil. You know what I mean? And being able to kind of play that out, I think that's, to me, one of the reasons. I don't want to cry because that's really deep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that to me, it's pretty amazing to be able to go on a weekend or a random weekday and sit with my friends and or even strangers and make new friends and be able to be like, this is who I am and this is what I get to be right now. So you're going to accept it because we're all going to sit at the table and accept that this is how it's going to be. And I get to walk away happy. You know what I mean? No one got hurt. No, you know, and the point is no one's feelings is supposed to get hurt. You know what I mean? But
well, to give you a bit of a breather, to follow up, so Rogue Joe mentioned some of his inspirations was like Diablo, Baldur's Gate, some of these video games that have these fantasy settings. Yeah. I think for me, I played a lot of games. Those were things for me. I think a lot of my friends got into it from like playing fantasy games. The chairman Mark mentioned that 5th edition is kind of his favorite. You started in 4th edition.
I did.
And we've been playing 5th. What are a couple of things of 5th edition that you like? I know you didn't get to play some of the older editions.
So I'm not talking trash on Pathfinder because Pathfinder is fun in its own type of way. Mm-hmm. But that's what a lot of the 4th edition kind of reminded me of with all the super amounts of details. Like there was a lot more detail needed. Whereas like in 5th edition, there's enough detail to get your point across.
Yeah.
To get your point across. And it keeps it simple. Like my mother-in-law would say to me.
Like my mother would say.
No, my mother-in-law would say to me, you've heard her say it, keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yes, my mother-in-law said that to me. It holds very true with the 5th edition of the gaming. It has just enough of the game that you need to make it functional and to make it work and to make it not as taken away from the old version, the old edition, but it's enough to keep it a little bit more simple than what it was before in the past edition.
Jedi Paradox, give us a follow.
Jedi Paradox! Woo! Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the support.
Thank you.
I hope you're enjoying what your bleeding ears are hearing.
Is it that bad?
No. We're doing fantastic. As technology has kind of advanced and has been changing the game, there are things like Fantasy Grounds, Roll20.net, and other like map builders and things like that. With the integration of technology, what do you think or even hope to see in the future of games? Like, the first question is do you welcome the advancing technologies?
So, yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, because it does simplify for someone like me, and it seems like someone even like Lucky who just doesn't have enough time because we're constantly working and having a lot of things to do. Being able to have something that allows me to build a character quickly and not have to worry about trying to move things around and getting the whole page set up. I mean, for some people that have done it for years, it's very simple to them because they have it memorized, but I don't memorize things very easily.
What about digital maps?
So digital maps, if I'm going to look at digital stuff, that probably is my favorite aspect of the digital world, because being able to pull up a map, especially if you're using it on something like Roll20, or the many other websites that are out there, it's nice to have visuals. You know what I mean? But for me, I like hard copies of things. I like having, because you never know when the electricity is going to go out. You never know if the apocalypse is going to happen. You never know.
You never know if the apocalypse is coming. Sometimes I just get a lot of water.
We're all under, and nuclear bomb happens. Yeah. We're in and guess what? You got Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, and hopefully a can of beans. That's chili.
You don't need to eat. You gotta play. You can pretend to eat in the game.
Oh yeah. You're gonna starve to death in real life, but at least you're fed in your face.
you are out of rations.
Oh dear.
No. But I'm still a little old fashioned. Give me a stone and a thing to chip in my character sheet, and I think we're still good.
So you like maps and stuff. Is there something like in the future? I mean, clearly the future is going to have cool and amazing things. Is there some kind of like technological advancement, like maybe like holographic miniatures or something?
I mean, if we're
like,
gonna get like Star Wars, like sitting on.
What's something you want to like? You hope you would see.
I mean, so I hope that they make it something that's a little bit more easier to get a hold of. Because I'm not a craftsman, neither is a cleric, but I think having a table with a laid-in like touch screen or not touch screen, but like with a screen to pull your maps up onto the table. I know people already do it. I know technology's already there, but it's not easily accessible. You have to design it yourself normally. It's normally custom made. So if like Samsung or Sony could get on board with like what we want as like gamers, like I think it'd be really cool if they created like a table that was a table that then somehow the top would then turn into a screen and you can then sit down and play the games. I think that would be incredible. And it seems like the world is starting to tailor more to the gamer because of the fact that like my generation did grow up so much playing video games. I think a lot of us are trying to disconnect. A lot of us are getting our kids to disconnect. And I think if we can keep digital simple to where it just makes the gaming experience easier, but still being able to have that human contact, I think is pretty amazing for the future.
For me, what I am hoping to have happen, so AR, altered reality, or augmented reality, that I think is something that I'm super excited about. Like I want to have like glasses. And I want you to like have stuff and have it all like be built on the table. So you're still.
I've seen that in laser tag. I've even seen a what's that game called when you throw balls at people and it hits them? Dodgeball. I've seen VR dodgeballs like that. Like that that you don't really hit people. Yeah. But it's with like a digital ball. Everyone's wearing them, and then if you do hit them, it like pops up like point systems pop up. I really want to see that at the table. So imagine it, and you're sitting at the table and your minis, like all of a sudden, like something happens, like little flashes of light, or like your minis now like enwrapped in something. So like one thing that I love, cool. There's a company called Dwarven Forge, and they build tile sets for you to like create 3D environments on your table. Super expensive, totally worth it. Holy cow. But I would love to see more digital elements where you could have like line of sight, and like if your character had a torch or dark vision, you saw that much on the table in front of you. That's something that I hope to see in the future. That's cool. I think that's really cool. My friend Joe says that we should check out HoloLens. We'll have to check who that is and what they're about. That already sounds just in the name like it's dope. The guy at Target, when he wanted me to. When I was buying the Essentials Kit, was hoping for like the visor thing, but instead of like having the map as well, you see the player sitting across the table from the screen. That's cool. Oh, like okay. Like how projected in like Star Wars style players sitting across. That's neat. I like that. Ooh. All right. So I have. Someone said. Mark my words, Hasbro will have a voice-activated smart speaker game that will... Choose your own adventure within 2 years. Don't hit, but it's gonna... Have you... Dude, can you imagine if Alexa could, like, DM for you? Have you played the Skyrim, Alexa Skyrim? No. You gotta come over. That's what So, what I do when I'm at home and I'm cooking food in my kitchen, I play Skyrim on Alexa. It's phenomenal. It really is. Like you're walking down the path. In front of you is a troubled man,
And the troubled man will say something to you, and it'll be like, "Do you accept the quest?" And it's like,
And you have to talk back?
Yeah, it'll be like, "You are confronted by a frost troll. What do you want to do?" And you'll be like, "Cast magic, Fusroda, or attack with my weapon." It's silly. It's really fun. So I want to do something that's a little less interviewy. I want to delve into your creative mind a little bit.
Before we do, someone wrote something. Let's read this really quick. Cleric Games, have they seen the new news on Simon soon to be Kickstarter with the app built into a real board game that can track your minis digitally as you move them physically?
No, I have not. We need to put a pin in that. Pin in it, and we'll check that out. Maybe we can discuss that in a future episode. We should have an entire episode dedicated to the future of Dungeons and Dragons stuff. Okay, so I want to delve into your creative mind a little bit. So what I want to do is I'm going to give you like a simple word, and I want you to kind of think of a character. Make it quick.
What kind of character? What do you mean character?
What I mean, here's your inspiration.
Okay.
Crayons. Tell me about your character, like your D&D character.
She is a 10-year-old tiefling.
Okay.
And she carries around a box of crayons.
Okay. Oh, are they called crayons or something different? Like infernal death stones?
She's heard the other kids call it crayons, so she doesn't like to call it what her parents call them. Because it isn't nice.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
And she has to hide them from her parents because they really don't like her playing with them because she tends to write on walls because she's a up-and-coming rogue and likes to write her messages with the crayons on the walls.
Does she have...
She pretends it's invisible, but it's really not. Like, everybody can see it. But the problem is that no one really understands what she wrote on it because she thinks she's writing, like, symbols and stuff, but she's, like, making it up herself as she goes because her favorite aunt is a rogue, and she's seen her favorite aunt do it.
I love it. Does your character have a name?
Sophania.
Sophania. I love it. That's really good. My next question for you. We're kind of going into a more of a creative stance.
Okay.
If you were in a fantasy kitchen and you could create any dish, what are some ingredients, fictional or not, that would be in your creation?
In my kitchen?
Or like you're creating a dish.
Okay.
What are some ingredients that would be a part of that? It could be real or fake. Any ingredient.
Am I saying this as in the standpoint as Cindy or Sophania?
As Chef Cindy. In Fantasy Kitchen. In Fantasy Hell's Kitchen. I'm
Hollywood there or not?
Get out of here. I'm
It's cake week.
It's cake week.
I know, right? And today's subject is sponge cake.
But yeah, what are some ingredients?
On the D&D British cooking show.
Yeah. We saw last week where they used mung rat.
Let's see, what would I make? My favorite texture is like almost like crunchy jello, like not like a crunchy, but like it's got like a slight crunch jello, like almost like a dragon fruit.
Okay.
So I'll say that I'm making something in that texture, and they're going to be like little tiny balls.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. And
inside of them is of course, dragon fruit, but not dragon fruit that what you would call dragon fruit.
Right.
It actually comes from like a really deep layer, where the dragons normally like hide. And it only grows when a dragon's been there for a long time under his poop. It's almost like a mushroom on cow poop.
Oh.
Okay. And
this is a rare delicacy.
It is.
Poop
and
mushroom.
You have to cook them a certain way, or you will hallucinate, and you will give all your riches to the dragon. Yes. So I have to cook it very delicately and have to wait for it to ripen properly.
Have you ever?
It all go wrong.
Has there ever been a time that you cooked it improperly, and if there was, what happened?
Yeah, one time when I gave it to the cleric, and he ended up totally giving away his maces to the dragon, and we had to go back and get the maces, and the dragon was not pleased because he thought he was going to get something better than the maces.
That's fair. However, those maces are legendary.
They are, but the dragon's like, I need something in return, and we didn't really have anything to trade off except for our child, and I wasn't really into that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Unless we cast invisibility, then maybe he could sneak out, but I think a dragon's smart enough for that.
So, Cindy.
Anyways, wait. Let me get back to my food I was cooking.
Oh, there's more to it.
Oh yeah, no, we're not done yet.
Okay, keep going. The creme brulee sauce that is made of ochre jelly.
And then there's like gold flakes, but within the gold flakes, I had like this pink liquid that I put on that turns gold when it dries.
Oh.
And it makes the cleric do whatever I ask him to
What's
do.
the pink liquid made out? Like, what's it made out of?
And that's a secret.
A super secret?
Yeah.
I think
it's almost like MSG. That's why the cleric eats it.
MSG. I just love the flavor.
It's like MSG, but worse.
But worse.
That's why he'll do whatever I ask him to do. Only when I give him these balls. I just learned how that sounded.
The cleric loves my balls.
Oh my
peanut
god.
Butter and ochre
Chairman
jelly.
Mark wrote owlbear egg omelets and peanut butter and ochre.
Now here's
I
a
love
question.
It.
For owlbear egg omelets, what do you season it with? Because my standard seasoning is a little salt, a little S&P, a little S&P.
I would say
That's
probably the best seasoning is the one from the turkey leg guy on our module. I bet you that's the best seasoning.
Carl's super secret seasoning.
Yeah, I'm telling you, all the best liquids and seasonings are secret. Okay.
It's super secret.
Because you don't want to know.
They're like, Carl, what's this made out of? It's made out of bones and scary things
and pig hooves. Like Jello.
Bacon grease.
He says bacon grease.
And throw back the pink zombie.
Oh!
That's why
I was going to make a very inappropriate joke with the word pink.
You were.
I
felt it. That's why I said right after.
I just looked. So we're at 43 out of 50. That is incredible.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you for the support and things. And I hope we're being
Mikey, what
funny.
time is it? Do we have time for me to interview you? Or are we?
Yeah, I got more questions for you.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you questions on the Thursday when we start. Okay, so.
Oh yeah, no, okay.
On a side note, guys, we are going to be doing a Thursday stream.
We're doing a late
night Thursday stream, so you guys can have time to get home, get comfy, and turn on.
Get turned on.
And get turned up.
Turned up.
I don't know. I know. I'm sure Mikey, after you get turned on, will turn you on. Turned up. We'll get you turned on too.
Hang on his pickle.
Oh, pink zombie. But we will be drinking, and among.
Have you decided? I know what I'm bringing to drink.
What?
I'm not gonna. Well, I'm just gonna be surprised. I can't tell you about it.
See? I told you all the good things come in surprises.
That's right.
And you can't talk about it.
But Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're gonna do stuff.
Talk about it.
We're gonna talk about it.
Well, we're gonna let you guys ask us questions, and the more we drink, the more open we're gonna have.
Oh God, no, Cindy, we don't need you more open.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Only if you do the voice the entire show.
Oh my God, they don't want to hear.
I want to hear it.
Riddle Riley is follow.
Who?
Riddle Riley.
Riddle Riley.
Riddle Riley.
Riley or Riley? D
Riley.
or B? D.
Riley.
Riddle Riley.
Thank you for the subscription.
Thank you.
Welcome to Shenanigans.
Hey-o.
Hello.
Ba, 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 ba.
Anyways, so Thursday we're doing stuff. I can't even. Oh yeah, we have plenty. We have time for more questions and stuff. Cindy, tattoos are a big part of you.
Yes.
You have tattoos.
Many.
Can you tell me about a couple of the tattoos that I can see on your wrist and your hand and your forearm?
My tattoos? You want to talk about my tattoos?
Well, my question is, if you were to get a D&D tattoo, what would you get? I know you
said
no, wait.
I already know.
What would you get, and more importantly, where would it be?
Okay, so the tattoos that I have now, one of them is, I don't know if you guys know who the band AFI is, but I was... I don't know if that's it, but I was quite obsessed with AFI, so there was this young lady on the internet named Elizabeth Spooner, back when I was 19, who had done some AFI art-inspired stuff, so that's what I have up here, and a Fire Inside artwork, which is the book from one of their CDs. And then I have a pumpkin, and I plan on getting a big pumpkin patch because I'm obsessed with pumpkins. I got pumpkins all over me. So there's that. So those are some of my tattoos. I have many, many more that I'm sure if you come to me at a convention or ever see me in person, yeah, I'm sure you will see them all. The D&D inspired tattoo that I've thought of long and hard about. Of course, it has to be a Driss inspired one. Of course. Mm-hmm. And what I would like to do is I would like to get on my side is I want to get the Glenhiver Onyx statue with like the green smoke surrounding it, and then underneath it I want 2 cross scimitars to represent the Twinkle and Icing Death, and kind of like give my little homage to my 2 favorites. I eventually something referring to Zach Nafane will be in there, and a little referral to like Canterbury and stuff like that. Like all my favorite like characters that make me cry or laugh in the story, get me excited.
Make me cry.
Yeah. Look, if you read the Driss books, you're gonna cry. Look, you're a sensitive soul like I am, Mikey, and you will cry.
So
I should put that on a cheek.
Quick. Just shoot rays. Side note, the older artworks are some of my favorite art. I love the line art from like 1st and 2nd edition. Absolutely adore it. But that leads me into my next great question for Mrs. Sydney over here. In the realm of Dungeons and Dragons, there are several languages, both written and spoken. There's Common, there's Halfling, there's Orc, Dwarven,
right.
Elvish, all Sylvan, Abyssal, all of these things, right?
Tell me you want to know my favorite, because I already know exactly what my favorite is.
No, what I want from you is I'm going to give you both this paper and this marker. I want you to write your name in your own language.
My name?
Yes, and it can be. I want you to just be as
terrible
creative
at
as
this.
you want.
Oh, okay.
And I want you to walk me through the process just a little bit. Well, I'll let you write it first, and then.
Okay.
Would that be your name?
Let's see. Ben,
can we do the camera? Can we cross shot this real quick?
So that's the first letter. I don't know. I'm just making things up.
No,
if I'm like doing something that like already.
No. I want you to keep going. So
okay.
your name. It could be, maybe one of the symbols is worth both of the letters. Whatever it is. Yeah. Keep going. Killing it. Ooh, that was okay. I'm liking the dots.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Keep going.
Okay.
Until you've spelt your name. Don't let me stop you. Don't let me influence you in any way. Oh, that was a terrible shape. You should never do a shape like that. Don't let me influence you.
That looks like a titty. Side boob.
Keep going. I mean, so one of my favorite aspects of D&D is like languages. There are a lot of instances where you'll run into a language that your character has never seen before. Like in the world of D&D, it's been lost in the ages. And it's always fun for me to kind of come up with characters. You're done.
That's it.
It's always fun for me to come up with characters and stuff and give to players. So walk me through this just a little bit. Like what does your language have a name? Or an origin? Like this language was spoken amongst the stones of the rivers, where they clank each other.
That's what they did.
The name of this language is Ristoran. Riverstone language.
I don't know. We'll call this the Cannabius language.
Yes.
The language of the stoner people.
Yes.
Of the stoner people tribe.
Oh yes. Where we
have much smoking sessions and merriment.
They're not stone giants. They're stone giants.
They're stone giants. So, tell me a little bit more. Is this language? Is this like an ancient language, or like how did they develop this language?
It is pre-ancient.
It's pre-ancient.
Like it was like first it was from they were from the cosmics.
Yes.
And then their meteor that they were resided on.
The stoners wrote
smashed into.
The stoners were riding a meteor to the land.
Look they were high in the sky. Okay.
Oh. And then they started to come down. This is great.
I'm dying.
Come back. Bring it back. And they landed, and they were like, "Whoa!"
Oh my god, I'm crying. Yeah. And then they're like, "That was one wild." And the fire when they hit the atmosphere is what lit their joints.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
I broke her. This is good. All right, I have more time. So this is your full name?
No, it's Cindy.
Oh.
Cindy.
Yeah, no, that looks kind of cool. I like this. I like I, the C, the Y is kind of fun.
I'm so laughing right now from coming down.
They're coming down. Next.
I'll float down here.
Like we will Mackey's head.
We have to cultivate them.
Okay. Okay.
So, inspiration comes from all over the place. There are books, movies. Yeah. Is there a book or a movie that you would like to see adapted into a D&D campaign?
Adrift. Across the board.
The whole world. I mean, but you know,
I know a lot of people out there would be like, "Oh, Dragonlance," because that's one of the more popular like stories of the D&D world. But for me, it's the story of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like
love.
No, there is love, but it's like it's like coming out. It's like.
Coming out.
I can't remember the word that I'm looking for, but it's like overcoming. Stop it. It's like overcoming what people expect you to be and being something better. And I think that's a big message for people that now people need that right now. People need that message right now where it's like just because you came from a certain place and you don't have to be what they expect you to be. You know, and you could be what you want to be and be more. And I think Driss encapsulates that. And I think it's a really important message. I think with where we are in our world politically and with love and hate and just with culture itself, I think the story of Driss is really needed right now. And I think it needs to be out there for other people that don't even know about Dungeons and Dragons to be able to watch and experience and like know about. Because that person may not pick up a book, may not ever want to play the game, and if like let's say I'm telling you the story, that same person might just like zone me out and not give a shit. But a movie, I mean the whole thing, the concept behind it is going to look cool. I think with all the fighting and the magic and the cool monsters, and then putting that with that message behind it, I think. That would make a really good movie, and I think with Marvel and everything that's going on, I think that world is really needed right now.
I dig it. Mine is much less inspirational as you, much less inspirational than you. Oh my Lanta! I know
we were both just stumbling down. We even did our picket pocket pull poo.
The picket. Cindy, you should read what Shazar said.
Dragonlance
They're
is a
awesome.
setting. The world is Kryn, and Driss is a campaign. It's a box.
It's the whole box set.
Called Mental Barazin.
Surprise!
It's a city with the House of Duardin as one of the houses. Yes,
Well,
but to me, Driss is more than that because I read the books and I hold them dearly to me, and they kind of represent things in my life for me too, like my dad, and I can bring comparisons, so I empathetically feel more with that storyline. Yeah.
For me, I really want to see Disney's Moana made into a D&D campaign. That's something that I would love. I want there to be songs, and I want it to be beautiful, and I want artwork, and Fritz is the homeboy. I need this to happen. I really need this to happen.
Look, Fritz wrote, you have my attention, Michael. So, everybody loves Moana.
To be completely frank, I think that most Disney movies could be converted into really cool D&D campaigns.
Yeah, if we're gonna turn movies into campaigns, if that's what the question is, then I would have to say, oh God, there's a lot.
Super bad.
That'd be
a
I don't even know what. I mean, that'd be like the Big Lebowski, and the Big Lebowski would be better than Super Bad because at least you have a mission to find the carpet.
We're gonna have the NPCs
because it really ties the room together, and you got to figure out what the hell to do. And I've always wanted that because I've always wanted to make sure that Donnie never died. I didn't want Donnie to die in my module. You know what I mean?
Spoilers.
Oh God! If you haven't watched The Big Lebowski and that spoiled it, then you've been under a rock at this point.
All right.
Sherman Marks says Snow White. That actually would work. That could probably work easily.
I think this would be really cool.
Yeah. You could turn anything, I think, into a D. I watch movies, honestly. I know. Oh, no, Big Lebowski, you.
Yes.
Yeah, see, it would be a fucking great fiasco of a play, setting, you know? But I watch movies. D&D has ruined movies for me. Or made them better, depending on how you look at it. But, I literally, oh, man, he rolled a 10.
I do the same thing. I literally, when I'm watching some movies, at times I'm sitting there and I'm thinking okay, this is his class. Oh, he's probably this level. Oh, these are his stats.
Yes, I do that
he rolled
too.
low.
I do that too. Yeah, and then I do that in real life too. I'm like, oh yes, rolled a 20 on that one. You know what I mean? I'll be good with myself and be like, oh, that was a 15.
Yeah.
You know,
that was a solid 3.
Yeah.
Solid 3. So we're getting to the point where we're going to start wrapping things up.
Yeah, we have the confessional now.
We do. I forgot to mention.
I was supposed to ask you questions, Mikey, but you love asking me questions.
I'm so good at that.
You are. We got to practice on your hair whipping, though.
We do. So again, just to kind of reiterate, Ren Fair is coming up, Gen Con is coming up, Dragonflight, PAX West. There's a ton of these amazing conventions going on here in the Pacific Northwest. Come play, hang out, experience the Cindy and Mikey experience. The Cleric. Summer of RPG 2019.
One more time.
Hashtag Summer of RPG 2019. Yeah, if you guys can make it out, please do. We're Cleric Games. This is Cleric Talk.
If you're going to be at Gen Con this coming weekend, or next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend, come look for me and say hi. Yeah. Or hit me up on social media.
We're gonna
be cool.
We're gonna be streaming Cindy at Gen Con.
I know Fritz is gonna be there streaming there as well.
The stream will be there.
No, I'm not gonna try to stream you guys are gonna try hosting.
Yeah,
Gen
we're gonna
Con, right?
Yeah.
You have it up there when you can. We have a schedule.
Yeah, when we have better information, we're gonna.
I'll talk about it in confession too. Some of my schedule.
When we know that we can.
No. I know I can talk about at least the panels that I'm going to be on.
You sure?
Yes, I can talk about the panels.
Otherwise, I did forget to mention last weekend there was a charity epic event that was run by our fabulous DM Danny.
Yeah.
The charity.
Thank you, Danny. Danny.
Danny, yeah.
Thank you, Danny.
They managed to raise a little over $1,300 for Page Ahead. It was a fantastic event. They did wonderful. So big ups to Danny.
Big ups to Page Ahead. We really appreciate you guys. We introduced ourselves back at OrcaCon.
Yep.
And we did an event for them then. And then they actually came out for Danny's event. They came out and they told us that to make sure that we let them know, and they would love to come out for our events too. And so they're amazing. If you don't know what Page Ahead is, find them on social media. They help, first through second grade? No, kindergarten through second grade.
Yeah.
They supply each kid with 10 books a year, I want to say is what they said, for like under financially privileged children. And I think that's amazing. Like my kids got, I don't even know how many bookshelves worth of books, but I mean, there's some kids out there that don't have access to that. And I think it's really important. Reading is important. I mean, without reading, you can't play D&D. Without reading, you can't, follow an instruction manual. There's a lot of things.
I don't know. I just stare at the pictures. Instructions. How does this go together?
Oh God, you and most of you guys.
I don't know how
to come in there and be like, it says on here the steps are. I looked at the picture.
I don't know how. We have a 20 by 40 pavilion tent that we use for all of our outdoor events, and I didn't read the instructions. Just kind of threw stuff together, and it worked. A little bit of duct tape, a little bit of perseverance, and a lot of luck. Yeah. But anyways, so yeah, they raised a little over $1,300 for Page Ahead. So great job for Dan. Great job, Danny. We
shout out to Amber for helping him.
Yep, shout out to Amber, who's an amazing artist as well, and I hope to have her on here.
Red Pillar.
But we tried to stream the epic. I think we might have a couple of videos.
It wasn't great. So as we are growing, we are testing things out. Everything that we're doing is literally just us trying to figure things out. So we are learning. So if you come in and there's something that's wrong, let us know. We will try to fix it. If we can't, we normally pull off stream at that time, and we will try again with different equipment the next time. Yeah. So we appreciate you guys' patience and input and feedback. Yeah.
Other than that, again, Thursday, 7:30 p.m. We'll throw out a couple of hey, don't forget, we're gonna do things. Thursday.
We're gonna get on.
We're gonna get on. Here's the question: how the heck does Mikey get home? That's the overarching theme of the show.
We'll have Katie or Uber pick you up.
Much of something.
And thank you, Joe. Joe told us that we are doing a great job, and I really appreciate that a lot.
Yes, if there's things that we can do to improve, let us know. We try every week to make things better. We have a new overlay. We've got a rotating graphic. We're trying to do things. And the support is fantastic, and we really appreciate you guys.
Yes.
That being said, I think we're going to go into the closing segment, our confessionals. Our confessionals.
Yes, we shall confess.
Oh dear, I have to think it. Well,
to the great Skeletor, praise be in our temple and confess our sins to you, Skeletor. Not amazing.
I need to practice like a Skeletor voice just for this moment.
I was pretty close. He kind of sounds like it's a little bit more twingy.
It's a little more. You need a little more Lois in there. But I like being evil.
Oh, Peter, look at here. Just shut the fuck up, okay? I did it for you. I did the Lois.
I appreciate it. Would you like to start with confessionals?
Yes. I would like to confess that it has been confirmed that on Thursday, I believe it is at 10 o'clock. I will confirm this right now, but at 10 o'clock, I will be streaming with Inkwell Society, and we will be running amok in a heist in Eberron.
That is right.
I get to play in Eberron with Rudy Rutenberg. Like, what a fucking opportunity.
So cool. You also have to create a new character, don't you?
I do have to create a new character. I'm going to be using the Wayfinder, and some of the Mosgrove Miscellany.
Okay.
I could go in there and pick whatever I want out of either one of them, and so I've been getting some really good support from people like Danny and Jesse that are helping me out with some of the stuff as I'm reading it, also trying to figure it out because I don't really know much about Eberron. I just know about some of what I've watched on either Inkwell or also known as Maze Arcana, and kind of watched some of what Rudy's explained to me and talked about. So I'm still not super familiar. But there's different types of bards there. Yeah, like there's a whole different type of things going on in Eberron. Like it's a pretty bitchin' world, man. Like if you guys have an opportunity to like read about Eberron, I don't know. It's the robotic aspect. It's just really freaking cool. It's really cool.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it's almost like a diesel punky, but not diesel punk. Like I don't know. It's like cool.
It's something to read. It's something to watch.
Yeah, please. Yeah. I can't
use my hands properly.
I did a big no that the cleric would be like, why did you do that? Oh yes, okay, it is at 10 a.m. till 12 p.m. I'm pretty sure it's going to be live.
Is this this is Indianapolis?
Yes.
What time zone is that? Central?
Is it Central?
Central.
Oh, I'm going to be on a completely different time zone? Oh. I didn't expect that. I didn't think about that aspect of things.
You'll be fine.
Need a Warforged mini? Yes! Fritz, we're going to have to figure this out, huh? That would be really cool. And then I can talk about my mini being a Warforged mini while I'm there.
Yeah.
We'll talk about more.
We'll get things on deck.
I got you, Fritz. You got me.
So you get to play with the Inkwell Society.
I do, and then I also get to one of the other panels that I'm doing with Rudy that he invited me to is Masters of Replay, designing complex characters and bringing them to life.
I think that you're going to be really good at that.
You know, I don't know why simple characters are so freaking difficult for me to like build, but like when I start building like these ridiculous characters and like these ridiculous backgrounds and stuff, I don't know where the hell it comes from.
You're pretty good at it, dude.
So, and I'm hoping I learn a little something too.
Yeah,
I really do.
So when are we gonna have Rudy on the show?
When Rudy maybe comes back into town. He is in Asia right now, and then he will be flying from Asia to Indianapolis. I mean, he's a busy man. He's been out there DMing games and venturing himself. And
that's exciting.
Yeah.
We'll have to ask him questions because I mean, there's a lot of like cultural differences between America and Asia.
Well, he went to Europe first.
Okay. And
then from Europe jumped over to Asia. If you guys want to see what Rudy's doing, follow him on Twitter. He's just really awesome about like logging, I guess, or like talking about what he's doing and some of the cool pictures he's taken, some of the places. Like he went to some really cool Airbnb that had like Pac-Man stuff in the background, like pillows and like the little ghost like throw pillows with the Pac-Man, and then like a little throw pillow with like the Pac-Man like.
Pop quiz. Who here knows the names of all of the ghosts?
I used to. I don't know. My son would probably know. Ezekiel. Zeke. Come here really quick.
Nope.
So, well, as we get him out, he'll come and tell you what the names are.
Ooh, I really hope. I'm really excited to see what he says.
Zeke, come here. Oh, he's coming. So, but yeah, Hey Zeke, can you yell out loud what the names of the ghosts on Pac-Man are? Wait a sec.
What do you mean? No cheating.
Can't Google.
No
I
cheating.
thought you knew. I put you on blast thinking you know. What? Why do you need them? I just wanted to see if you knew because I thought you knew. It's
pop quiz.
It's a pop quiz, and we want you to answer the question. Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde. Say it out loud. What? Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde.
That is correct.
Boom.
Inky,
That's my
Blinky,
kid.
Pinky, and Clyde.
See, don't doubt yourself.
For extra credit, young man, can you tell me what is special about Clyde? What? Can you tell me what the special thing about Clyde is in Pac-Man?
No.
Oh.
I do not know that.
Extra credit if anyone knows. Put it in the chat. There's something particularly special about.
Thank you for coming on and saying hi to everybody.
Yeah.
Go.
Oh, is
Everybody
D&D?
say it in the chat. 3, 2, 1.
Is the D&D camp over? It was just for
It was only a week. You can go back, honey.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it was okay.
I like the camp, dude.
I know, he's
cool
great,
kid.
but he requires more time.
That's fair.
But yeah, it was about a week worth, and he had a blast. And there needs to be like an adult D&D camp. We need to have it where we're just over there like drinking, getting.
You know what we'll do? We'll get Unt here, and we'll use that as we'll show the footage.
We'll have virtual D&D camp, and you guys can all join in with us. That would be great.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Well, with that being said, what is your confession?
Oh shoot. This is my confession. Let me think.
Ooh, an adult D&D cruise. That does sound like that sounds like trouble.
Big trouble.
That's like bad as like the hedonism cruises and stuff. I think could be potentially just disastrous, but great at the same time.
Like Clytus Stew and Miss Pac-Man, I believe.
Nope. I mean, that's not the answer I'm looking for.
No, but he's not the only person that said that. There's other people that said Sue.
There's something else about that's good.
Oh my
That's
God,
not the answer I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
You're the answer I'm looking for.
Oh my God, stop.
So mine's not so much of a confession as much as it is like an experience that I've had. So I've been like, what's the word? I've become domesticated, is what my friends have called me. So I cook.
What have you done?
I've been cooking a lot in my kitchen, and for the first time ever, I made like homemade chicken noodle soup.
Okay.
And it was phenomenal. I mean, I bought a chicken and I chopped it up and like I boiled it and then stuck it in a crock pot, and I don't like chicken noodle soup that much. And the chicken noodle soup was phenomenal.
No, when chicken noodle soup is made at home, or like a homemade chicken noodle soup,
yeah,
it is the best.
I mean, I was.
You gotta use bone and all to get that flavor.
Yeah.
But if you get it from the can,
it's not the same.
No, that's like because you're like on death's doorstep, like dying from sickness, and you're like, I'm not about to cook myself an entire goddamn chicken soup.
Yeah, give me some
Campbell's. Give me the damn can. You know what I mean? Or you call up mom or grandma and you hope that they bring it over. But mom and grandma live in California, so I don't get that.
So my confession is that I've really begun to love cooking at home. All of this has become a healthier person.
Is that why I got asked a cooking question?
Maybe. That might have influenced what I was doing. I still have like 11 or 12 more random questions.
I'm sure you do. Before we sign off and give everybody the spiel of the sign off, answer me one question. What was your inspiration to play D&D, Mikey? Give me that confession. You've been playing longer than me.
I have.
So you've got some explaining to do.
I'll make it short and sweet. It's actually it's a very long answer. But the short answer is that my inspiration to start playing was the prospect of having friends.
I feel it. That was going to be one of my other like levels of why I play.
It had been something that I knew about when I was younger. And then I met a couple of guys, and they're like, "Oh, we play this," and then I was like, "I play that too." No idea what I was doing.
See, it sucks because like for me, all the nerds that I went to San Dimas High School in California.
Mm-hmm.
San Dimas High School football rules. you know?
Oh, Doyle rules!
Like, that's a real school. Like, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, yes, San Dimas High School does exist. And I went there. Home of the Saints. And,
Hashtag real life.
Hashtag IRL.
That's
it really is. That's a good one. But for me, like the nerdy thing, there was no one playing D&D. At least not that I know of. And if there were friends of mine who I later on now as an adult found out that they're like, oh, I like D&D, but it's like we never. And these are friends that maybe I even hung out with all the time. That I'm like, why didn't we ever talk about this? You know what I mean? Because like I was in Tall Flags, I was in choir, I was in drama, I was in all that kind of stuff, and like I was friends with like the skater dudes and the band geeks and the choir geeks, and like the most geeky thing we did was play PC games and listen to ska. Like that's as dorky as it ever got, And so, like, I personally never had the opportunity of anyone presenting to me D&D. And, like, I grew up in a super, super hardcore Catholic house. Like, I had snuck Anne Rice, Interview with a Vampire, into my house. Like, I bought it for 50 cents at the library.
Really?
And my grandmother grabbed it and threw it away. Like, I wasn't allowed to have anything like that. Like, anything that was dark.
Okay.
And, like, it was very... So, like, I can see... And, like, now as an adult explaining to my grandmother what Dungeons & Dragons is, like, I'm confident in it, and she's just like, oh, okay. And I try to do it in Spanish.
She was so sweet, like, oh.
Yeah, in Spanish, she's like,
Nothing
okay, yeah, it's cool, whatever. But now, as a kid, like, I would have probably had to hide it from her, because she would have totally thought that it was like the satanic things and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And been like not understood that like, no, we're fighting the satanic things, you know? Come on, Rita, this is cool. She'd be like, I don't care.
It's okay.
She's like, no mi casa, señorita.
You get out of my house. The devil.
So that for me. You're lucky. Even getting to fake that. So you've been a bard your whole life.
Yes. I bought an ukulele.
Did you?
I did! Oh, I'm so excited to show you.
Oh my god. Alright, well, it's that time.
Yes.
Now it's time to say goodbye to all our company.
Louder.
CINDY. It's so fucking great. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Okay. Anyways, give us a follow on Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter, you guys. I'm the majority of the time I have been spending a lot on Twitter, so if you guys want to do some interacting on there, I'm on there as High Priestess and also under Cleric Games. If you can subscribe to us on YouTube, we do a little bit more cleaned up, cut up version of our live streams, and we post that up on YouTube. And if you can give us...
Fat Dogs, give us a follow.
Who did?
Satan's Fat Dog.
Satan's Fat
Dog!
I'll take it. Wait, what? Thanks for the follow. And also like us on Facebook. If you have any... You've got the pen stuck
I
here.
did. It's curly.
Oh my god, Michael! I gotta teach you how to have long hair.
Yeah.
The Cleric himself runs a lot of our Facebook stuff. If you have any questions about our events, please go onto our Facebook and ask us there. Pretty much anywhere. And again, if you guys are going to be doing anything fun, whether it is RPG or not RPG, and you're hanging out with your RPG homies and are at the beach, we don't care. We want to see what you're doing.
Hashtag
Summer of RPG 2019.
We got to work on that one a
How's that
little
guy
bit.
there?
I think the 2019 got cut off. Damn, we had 10 people today. Woohoo!
Cool.